Hello once again, this is Loy Machedo speaking to you from loymachedo.com. This is the, which one? I think it's a fourth video or fifth video that I'm doing continuously because I procrastinated in putting up my videos for my book review. So today I'm going to do 7 of them, one after another. And in case you're wondering what are the boxes at the back, well, I've been saying it all along before if you check the previous videos. I am shifting, that is why all my books are in the boxes and it looks very ugly and I don't like it. Anyway, and if you're wondering why is my face so bright, I have a 32-inch bravia, which I'm very happy about. Thank you. So, coming to my book review, Linchpin by Seth Godin. Powerful book title. First is the title. Anyway, let me tell you how did I bump into Seth Godin. I watched Seth on TED Talks and I noticed that he was an intelligent guy. Finally, after receiving a lot of mails and a lot of recommendations and people talking about him on various book review websites, I decided, let me also buy his book and check it out, what it is. I was cautious. I purchased 2 or 3 books first. I think not 2 or 3, I think 7 or 8. But having done that, I would be the first one to admit, I am impressed. The guy is a creative crackpot. He actually has some brains. I mean, the baldy is smart. He comes up with this strange ingredients, great ingredients, with this strange concoctions, concoctions, yeah, whatever. Yeah. So, and he presents them in a creative manner, which if you do, taste one of his books, I would say, ooh, nice. So, let me tell you what I felt about this book. Let's see, what did I write? Yeah, the key points on this book. One is the focus should be more on doing, on being rather doing. You have to not only believe, you have to live the philosophy of knowing that you are an artist. You're not just one of them who has to follow everyone else. So you have to be more like a leader. The book was more like a passionate plea for a person to follow his dreams, follow his heart, not just go for a 9 to 5 kind of a job. He also had one of these aspects where he said, don't be more like a lizard brain, a lizard brain, which is the minute you get criticized or something, you go in your shell or you just run away. Do not be afraid to take risks. Then he also came to the part where he disregarded, which is kind of my favorite, disregarded the current educational system, stating that it is made us into just being followers. And the other thing is, he came out with this new concept that is the gift economy, where you have to give things for free to people. And if you give things for free, well, you'll get a lot more in return. He also kind of put it in a positive way that go beyond the failure, go beyond the obvious. And finally, it is more like, you don't have to follow the operations manual. No, you're not limited with that. Go beyond that. So, good book with great theories. What are the drawbacks? Now, the principles outlined in this book, I mean, just like all of the authors, I believe is not meant for everyone. I mean, most of these books that come out keep focusing on the unlimited human potential that they have, that they can achieve anything, that they are meant to achieve endless possibilities. True, what you're saying is right, but the question is, how many people are successful as artists? Let's say I have a friend of mine who's a model. Her name is Andrea Zoya. Now, she is a very intelligent woman. She's a very beautiful woman. She's very hardworking. Now, let me tell you, life is not easy for her. Life is not a bed of roses. Now, though she's a model, though she's a fashion, connoisseur, though she's a TV producer, quite a number of things, but she works very hard. She's not perfect. She doesn't have this inborn British accent. She has a Romanian accent, and she works very hard to achieve the success that she has reached today. But then you get so many young girls who want to be models, who think acting is meant for them, who believe in the power of positive thinking, who think they're going to be the next big thing. I mean, they are absolutely destroying their lives. I mean, some of them spend 5, 10, 15 years and then they realize, oh my God, I've done the wrong mistake. So even for that matter, when I was checking out the MP3s that I have, the 80s collection, there were more than 800 MP3s that I happened to download, all right, from peer to peer. Out of the 800, I think I kept only 20 or 25 of those songs. The rest of them, I don't know who these artists are. So what I'm trying to tell you is, it sounds great to be the person who follows their dream and achieve their career, but there's no success that is guaranteed. So the first one is, we have to learn to be careful, and we have to be realistic with all these books that come out. It's great to hear all this, but not everyone is meant to be the linchpin, as he claims to have put it. The second thing is, uh, people can criticize the current educational system. Yes, it does have its limitations, but what's the alternative? What do we do? Do we stop putting our children in schools? And if yes, then what do we do? The world is following a pattern. They expect you to have a degree. They expect you to have an MBA. Without that, you can't put your foot through the door. So though it is easy to criticize such forms of education, or lack of choices that we have, there is no alternative. The third one is the unpredictability of success. I mean, you can do all these things, you can feel good about it, but then most probably you might end up suffering. You might have a really tough time. So these were the major drawbacks of the book. But overall, if I were to balance out the pros and cons, I would say this is definitely a very inspirational read for a very creative person. I mean, he put it that Radiohead gives its music free online. Poster artist Shepherd Fairey, photographer Thomas Hawke, and musician Keller Williams. They kind of gave their stuff for free, but then again, who knows them? Hardly, not many people. At least I didn't know who they were until I Googled them. And the question is, okay, you give a lot of stuff for free, but then you have to pay your bills. So, the biggest drawback is, I paid for this book. The book didn't come for free. So overall, I do see limitations in his theory. But having said that, I would say that the book kind of gives you food for thought. It's something new. The guy, Seth Godin, is definitely someone you should watch for and read his books. The guy left a very favorable impression, and I'm glad I read his books. Very soon I'll be reading more of his books, and I'll be putting the reviews online. So overall, I would rate Linchpin a 7 out of 10. Who should read this book? People who are searching for inspiration, people who are searching to find out reasons why they should be the unique person that they are. So this, my friends, was Loy Machedo's book review of The Linchpin by Seth Godin. Thank you for watching.